Yeah, I think they were also talking about fantasy poker.
I know that gets you excited.
Yeah,
You got a team,
I got a
right?
big old draft tomorrow.
Nice. And you won in the past, I think?
Yeah, a couple of years ago. Took it
Oh,
down.
nothing. Okay. I do a cool. Yeah, you know. I'm a champion.
Oh, nice.
Solomon here calls a 3-bet, flops a flush draw.
Fun turn card here.
And chips are flying, man. Look, we got 30K in the middle right now. Easy.
And the 3 of spades comes in on the river. And Mike has the jack of spades, which can block some potential flushes. Rick comes with a check. Mike comes with 18K.
And there's no waiting with this guy.
Look
Solomon.
at this.
Mike might have met his match in aggression.
57K is the amount now. Solomon coming with the river check raise here after making his flush.
And these are where in between the lines players are made.
And it's a call from Texas Mike. And that's a $140,000 pot for Rick Solomon, just right there. Here we go.
$100 for me every time you muck a hand.
Right.
And now they're expert. You got
Could
no
be trouble
chance.
right
If you
here. Look,
start to deliver
Nick
your hand,
flats
that
with
shit
the
is gone.
aces.
They
Oh,
should.
oh, baby.
And David Williams makes it 7,000 on the button. Nick Salem is just in full control here. This is a different Nick Salem than we saw 2 weeks ago.
I
Yeah,
really
this
wish
is
I had
great.
my squid button.
7.
Oh, we went from margarita to wine. White wine. Maybe
He's getting ready for the
Beat
dinner.
Brian.
You
maybe
know?
some red
Don't
after
get
dinner.
the squid and tip the other 100. This
He
is
must have ordered
amazing.
seafood. Oh, he's going to come back over the top.
Truly incredible. Can't make that up.
Not messing around. 21,400.
I'm all in.
Oh! David Williams with the misstep.
Oh, my gosh.
He runs into aces. Nick Salem.
Squid button. First board gets it.
Oh my
board
God.
gets
They're in for 100,000 each.
You're going twice.
What happens?
150,000 in the middle.
I like that.
This is the hand of the night.
2 times.
Better call up my backup player.
I'm not flipping over, so I don't care what they say.
They want you to reveal your hand.
I'm not,
Yeah, they
I'm
won't
not
do it.
turning
Go
my
ahead.
hand over. So
Okay, just tell me that
Now he's
they said
protesting.
They're not rolling the hands
Put it
over.
out.
Go ahead, deal.
let's go.
Oh, man.
All right. Running it
anyway,
twice.
You put it on the camera anyway,
First
right?
one
Yeah,
for
yeah,
the
yeah.
Squid Game. Aces versus ace 9. 7-6-3. Runner straight still out there. David Williams
4.
in a world of hurt right now.
Williams got in with the 8-4. He's like, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I wish it was. I wish I had 8-4 right now. I have a shot. I could hit a 5.
Oh, yeah, ace queen.
First one's going to go to Nick
Ace
Salem.
Ace, ace. Yeah, nice hand.
Second
2
board.
boards, right?
Yeah.
Split it back.
Second board hoping to save David Williams. We have an absolute monster pot on our hands during a round of Squid Game. David Williams thought Nick Salem was messing around, and he got caught
Nick, you can't have liked
with
see
his
the king,
hand in the
king run out.
proverbial cookie jar.
I didn't like it.
You can't have liked that. King run out.
Yeah, horrible.
Because I don't want to turn over ace king.
Yeah.
Jack 8-8
He
once
said he
again,
saw that.
looking for
mean,
back doors here. And that is it. David Williams
I mean,
tosses
from
him
his
into the
comments,
muck.
4 would- yeah, okay.
Nick Salem wins the biggest pot of the night. Both the jacks and the queens are trying to play this slow, and the action gets back over to Nick, who makes it 3,200 with King Jack. Meeks continues just to make the call, and here comes the hammer. Isaac tosses in those 5K chips with a bit of aggression here.
I'm playing tight, boys.
The raise up to 25,000.
Not calling the 30,000.
I wish I checked. I had a hand.
Stacks are deep.
Yeah, well, that's
Queens and jacks.
I could have checked. I wish I checked. We don't know what he has. I could have been much more in trouble. I don't know. I guess kill this.
Isaac has been playing very aggressive in this game. He's been all in with a wide variety of holdings. Wouldn't be surprised if Meeks reads this as more of that crazy aggression.
What is it, 25 more?
25,000.
25 total, the 3-bet.
I'm all in.
And he goes all in. Meeks jams.
You know what I keep.
This is good.
This card got you covered.
She's probably playing the best.
Meeks does have him covered. Calls made. We have a huge pot right now. All in pre. Jacks versus Queens. Turn is the 3. The Queen's still way out in front here. Meeks with 1 out. And it doesn't show up. $155,000 pot going to Isaac. And Meeks slams on the table in frustration as Isaac wins by far and away the largest pot of the night.
So there's a lot of formidable hands here going to the flop.
What is squid? Is there a squid button in there?
Jack 7-6, PP flopping the nut flush draw. We got Isaac bottom end of the open-ended. Jack top pair for Nick. Once again, lots of customers here potentially.
Yeah, multi-way pots. You got to just tread carefully. That's my best advice. Tread carefully.
13.
Well,
Raise to 13.
no care enacted as PP makes it 13,000 immediately. Action back on Isaac.
So here, Isaac, when he bet on the button, it's like, yeah, I have an up and down straight draw. You have a 5 high. Maybe I just want to try to win the pot. But when you're up against all these people and you don't have much else to go with it, you might just want to have checked. But he gets check raised here, and now he's going to see the turn. And he's got decent equity, but he's not going to feel comfortable unless he hits a straight. A 4 or 5 is not going to feel good.
Wow, 8 of diamonds on the turn.
Wow. Say wow again.
Wow.
Because this is a huge card. Because PP's not slowing down here. PP check raise the flop as a bluff, right? So he's just going to keep blasting. And look at Isaac's poker face here.
24,000 is the bet. Isaac has 112 left on the turn here.
So you just ask yourself, do I want to trap and slow play?
He does
Keep their range open?
Right. He just makes the call. Looking to fade a club. 7 pairs on the river. Less than a pot-sized bet left here for PP. Now, does he want to surrender? Does this man look like someone who surrenders? He's got the Richard Mill on the wrist. An indication, perhaps, of his
Richard
willingness to
Mill.
bluff.
Yeah, I'm just messing around. Richard Mill on the wrist. Watch as I grab my chips.
And here we go. 45,000 is the bet. And the quick call from Isaac, who wins $171,000 pot.
Holy shit.
Wow, man. Wow. I mean, these just happen so fast.
Chips are flying.
That hand
Another
completely
big
played
pair.
itself.
Yeah, all in. Hanks overshot all in. You overcall a 7-8 offsuit.
64?
Hanks going big here.
He already had 2,000 in.
Wasp with the perfect hand to go up against Hanks.
By the end of the night, it will be more than you. Don't worry about it. I only see your #1 punter. Yeah, so, and you've proven it every
This is
single
awesome.
time.
Wasp willing to go to battle here.
Translate on the fact that we win.
So glad you called.
To be honest, I
Without had a fold. If you
And
didn't
look at
call.
this. Ace is in there with 10-3 of spades. 20K in the middle. The chips are just flying.
A little bit confused how this started. Did Ace? Did he have a 1600 straddle on?
Was it 16? I must have missed that.
He had 1600 in front of him. I would assume he didn't open the 10-3. So
No, it was. I think it was. Maybe you're right. 4, 8, 16, and then Hanks made it 64,
and then both called.
and both called. That makes sense. Okay, we're caught up here. Massive pot developing here. Ace betting 20,000 with 10-3, and Hanks with the overpair moves all in.
Dude, oh my God, he's
Wow.
got 72K behind.
This
First
is
got a 10.
absolutely massive.
Once or twice.
that's
This one's
what we
over
got.
100.
184,000 out there.
Go one time. It's less than what we said.
Wow, once. They're going once.
Good
184,000 in the middle. Jacks versus 10-3. Not even a backdoor spade draw.
shit. Oof.
One time.
I see what you're saying. If I had folded.
Let's see if Ace can drill it here. and send Hanks through the roof because he's an 82% favorite here.
Do have a good amount.
Deuce on the turn.
Close.
Close, but no, so close. River card, 6 of clubs, and an absolute monster pot heading towards Hanks.
Covered.
And this developed out of nowhere.
Peter is
Wow.
not playing anymore right
No,
now.
Peter is literally here to try and destroy some people. He makes it 20K. Oh, and JRB comes along as well. We got 61,000 in
Wow.
the middle.
We haven't even seen a flop yet.
Three-way action. This is insane. 7-7-4.
Peter with the best of it with a great flop. And what is he going to do? How big?
I mean, judging by how Peter has been playing the last 30 minutes, he might just jam here.
It's not that bad of a play if he did. But instead, we're going to check it over to JRB, who checks. Okay, cunning check there. And now, Peter, please bet your hand, because this is the only way you're getting action.
JRB now open-ended, and Peter betting 20,000.
King Charles stuck in the middle with ace queen high, but pretty easy release here. And JRB going to be the one with the decision. Is he going to jam? You know, just take his equity. He doesn't think Peter maybe has pairs and he's up and down, or is he going to call and try to see a river first? But I think JRB has an easy all in, more or less. I mean, Peter has some probably just whiffs here, and JRB has enough equity where his sixes are probably good, or he can improve. But
Wow. Charles calls with ace
Crazy.
queen high. JRB instant all in for 42,900. And now the action back on Peter.
I mean, crazy. I mean, yeah. If Charles wasn't in the middle, Peter, you know, flicks this in easy. Peter now might be considering, do I just want to jam myself?
Peter makes the call. And now we're back on Charles, who could be drawing dead. You know, if you're thinking about the kind of hands that are out there right now, Charles is going to make the call. And JRB, with the straight draw and his pair of sixes, $189,000 in the middle. This is already the largest pot in Venetian Poker Live history, and we have one more street of action between Peter and Charles.
I mean, JRB's uncomfortable. He needs to
Wait till you
improve.
see what he has before you decide that.
Peter,
4 on the river. Peter with
Gonna
his pair of
scoop
ace,
this.
and it goes check, check. JRB shows his sixes. That's no good. Peter,
JRB celebrates with
oh
him.
my God. Ace-6-3 on board.
Oh my God.
Wow.
This is what
This is
we're
not real.
watching for Peter. This is disaster.
Oaken makes the call, and we've got 2 pair versus 2 pair.
Could this night be going any worse for Peter?
The 9 of spades on the turn, and some eagerness here from Peter, who just casually tosses out 25,000. Is this a situation where Oaken must think, well, if Peter has any ace, can I get him to call a shove here?
It's a spot where you just keep calling, because if he's bluffing, you let him keep bluffing, and if he has whatever, like he has, he's going to keep betting. So,
And Oaken moves all in on the turn.
Peter just got to feel sick, but I mean, you
Oh,
got
he
two
makes the
pair.
call.
Yeah.
237 in the middle. 2 pair versus 2 pair, and Peter can only laugh at how unlucky he's been getting.
Yeah, I mean, geez. What can you do?
Youngster, 2 times.
Awful.
2 times here, and Peter with only 2 outs.
Gross. Gross.
What a disgusting turn of events for
Tough
Peter.
day for him. First, I
2 pair versus
fucking-
straight, now 2 pair versus 2 pair.
I got no words, Remco.
I mean, I'm speechless.
Sometimes it's just one of those nights. Nothing can go your way.
First river card incoming. The deuce of hearts. Ooh, that was close.
Wow.
Oaken now free rolling. Peter still with only 2 outs. Needs to hit a 3 in order to get his money back here. 7 of spades, and Brian Oaken will double
Sure one.
the
Ooh.
238 as
Survive.
Peter takes another massive hit.
Sure why.
Whoa. Look at this. He's making his strategy today.
Julian in a great spot here with aces. Tiger finds a couple of jacks. Be some very, oh, wow. He just goes for it all. $99,800.
Holy shit.
And he's going to step right into it.
That's something crazy. How much did you have in?
This was ace made it 4K. Dr. Premium got a little wild with the 7-5 suited, made it 15K. Julian just flatting, setting the trap. Double checks his hand, and here we go. Oh, Dr. Premium in there too.
Yeah,
My lord.
I'm gonna win.
Oh, I like your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to put that in.
$239,500 in the middle.
Such a weird timing to throw someone.
Dr. Premium feeling once he makes it 15K with 55 behind. I mean, even if Julian ends up folding, there's 15K dead in there, so probably feels he has
Yeah, I already had 15.
a fair shot at this one. He does still have
I like that.
21% equity, which is more
I'm gonna
equity
win.
than
I'm rooting for you, John.
Tiger has here.
You.
I'm winning the first one anyway.
I'm rooting for you.
I don't know about the second round.
You're living very well up to your name. your new brand.
How do you get dealt such good hands?
I know.
And especially in such a good spot.
That's mine, right?
Let's go 5-7.
They don't even have any diamonds.
Yeah.
Don't have a single fucking dime.
They're drawing dead.
Diamond very live here for Dr. Premium.
Yeah. That's
Did anyone have a jack?
Yeah, you're right.
Tiger wants to know if anyone had a jack.
No, I think I had queen 4.
So Dr. Premium's all in for 54,500. Then there's a side pot between Julian and Tiger that's up for grabs as well. So a lot to play for here.
Thinking if you could win like that.
Yeah, just want to waste the. Yeah, waste.
But then you're in danger though.
I just think that's
True.
stupid, though.
Doesn't matter what.
You make a straight, you make a flush. Non-contested flush in the first
Guys,
round, and
let's
straight
play
on the
red,
second round.
Okay.
Twice, right?
Yeah.
Slow.
Gonna run it twice here.
5-7.
Some nice sweats there.
10-8 deuce.
That's not that good.
Very clean for
Six, so
Martini's
nine.
Give it
aces.
9.
A 3 on the
dead.
turn.
How can I be dead?
Yeah.
I don't know, but you better root for nothing that helps you. Oh, that's
9 on the river. So Martini's aces hold up on the first run.
better than a 5 or a 7.
He can breathe a little bit knowing
We're
he's
6
locked
now.
up
That would be worse.
at least half.
I thought I was winning the first one.
Sweat, dude.
Oh!
6, 4, 4 here with a diamond. That's looking halfway
diamond.
decent for Dr. Premium.
There's already a
7 on the turn.
That's a sweat.
Ace is still holding here though for Julian. 8 on the river, so Dr. Premium straight does come home.
The 5-7.
You have to.
Of course. I
What do you
mean,
mean? Whoever sticks it in with the 5-7.
We gonna root for aces?
And I think it was Berkey who said, jacks in the Squid Game are basically kings. Now, what are queens? Because you can't get any better than aces, but right now, Wasp with 10s, 3-betting the 5K. Brandon coming along with queen 10. Oh, wow. Ace also coming along. Action back on Berkey. He's going to want to thin the field here, Donnie.
Yeah, of course. And he, he's thinking how great it is that Wasp actually 3-bet, which is going to allow him. Because if Wasp comes in with a call and the other guys come with a call, you might be going 4 ways, right, with queens. But here, 4-bet incoming.
Oh, that's a large stack.
Oh, just got to get that 25K chip out.
26,000 is the 4-bet. We got ourselves a pot.
Yeah.
Wasp has 119 in front of him. All 4 of these players are super deep.
Maybe a little less.
It's okay. It's more than me. It doesn't matter.
It's going to be tricky to navigate here for Wasp. Probably lean to just call. I know it is Berkey, and he can, open things up and certainly get after it. Put a lot of pressure on. He does have a very big stack, but
Doesn't matter.
I'm not sure, you know, I ultimately want to just try and get in my 120K stack with 10s. So I think I can just comfortably play this one in position by just calling. I also think that the 4-bet is large enough that you probably do shut out Brandon and ace.
And there comes the call. So Washington has come along and make the call. Now, Brandon will be tempted no matter what, but he's not going to make the call here.
Call. Brandon,
And ace
come on.
needed the
Call.
extra
I could've been in
customer.
there.
The first call was the dumbest
Little
fucking
less.
call I've ever made.
All right, we got heads-up
on.
action here. Berkey versus Wasp. Berkey out of position, but he's got the dominating pair. 62,000 in the
I
middle.
don't think he's here.
If we see a low flop, we might see trouble, and it's 3-5-7.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would.
There's nothing here.
It is
No,
the
I'm saying,
dry, low
I don't
type
think he's
flop
here anymore.
Okay.
that Berkey was
I know
hoping
last week
for.
He was interested. He was just drinking too much.
What kind of hands does Berkey think Wasp is going to have here?
I mean, Wasp can be, I think, probably a little bit wider than Berkey, but I think Berkey is just going to target anything 8s through jacks for sure. I mean, if you just happen to get cooled off by kings or aces, I think the likelihood of that is very low, but if it happens, it happens. I mean, maybe there's a chance, yeah, he flops top set with 7s, but if that happens again, I mean, you're cooled off. What are you going to do?
22,000 is the bet from Berkey.
Difficult situation for Wasp still, you know, like the ace-kings, ace-queens all loom in the range of Berkey, who's going to continue after 4-betting on the large majority of flops. So maybe that's thinking in the mind of Wasp, and then does he want to take his hand and just put the money in and try and get rid of that vulnerability? You know, like if you just call here and let's say a king rolls off on the turn, how do you feel?
Big decision here for Wasserson.
Wasp might also think he has some fold equity here, given how Berkey sizes.
He announces all in. And Berkey snaps him off. We've got a $259,000 pot.
Twice.
Queens versus 10s, and we saw Brandon Steven fold a 10.
4.
So Wasserson drawing extremely slim to get half the pot here. Turn card 3 on the second board, 4 on the river. And Matt Berkey wins by far and away the largest pot in Venetian Poker Live history.
I had one of both here.
I called a 200K pot, and we got a 200K pot,
that's 'cause you
and
know
then
that.
some.
Wow. Quite a few nice hands for deep stack cash play here.
Oh yeah, suited connectors always play pretty good. They play a little bit different when you're playing limped pots because the ranges are wider, but the king 10 of hearts you like to have too.
Look at this.
Holy crap.
3, 4, 5, 2 hearts.
Holy crap.
Isaac flops the 7 high straight. We got the hard flush draw for Oaken. We got 2 pair for Peter. I need a seatbelt.
Yeah, Peter's already itching right here. I can tell. Look, he's crawling out of his skin thinking about how he's going to get a bunch of money in here.
This is unbelievable. This flop is hitting 3 players extremely hard, and the stacks are super deep.
And this is really cool. I love seeing all 3 players with the biggest hands lined up in that last camera shot because everyone is trying not to give off anything.
And Oaken with a monster draw.
Yeah, that's a good call there with the king 10 of hearts. You can be dominated by some ace x of hearts. You'd really, yeah. So let's see a turn.
It's the king of diamonds, and Oaken hits top pair. Now, this is actually quite almost like troublesome for Oaken because he's going to pay a much bigger price now to see the river, even though his pair outs are dead. He can just hit a king for trips, and that's also not going to do anything.
Yeah, well, what might save Oaken here is being in position and what happens with Peter and Isaac. Because if there's a big bet and a raise,
right,
you undoubtedly know your flush draw is in bad shape, equity-wise. Peter should be a little more cautious here, but with 2 pair, you know, whatever. But think about, just look at the board. 3, 4, 5, 2 hearts, 2 diamonds. What are all the hands that exist?
Peter bets 40,000, and Isaac with the straight and the flush draw now has an insane spot.
Yeah, you got the monster of all monsters you can call here, trap, keep Oaken in, let Peter keep betting into you, which is typically okay, or do you get a little excited early and you just force the action? What I was saying about Peter, though, if you think of all the hands that exist, ace deuce makes a straight, 6-7 makes a straight. There's all these equity flush draws. So when you have all these people in the pot, you got to be cautious that, you know, there's sets, there's straights, there's all these other hands. Even though you have 2 pair, it looks better than it is, really. Especially when you see a guy grabbing 150K in black chips. Brown chips, excuse me. Holy crap.
And Isaac moves all in. Oaken with the snap fold. And Peter makes the call. We have 362,000 in the middle, running it twice. Peter looking for a 4 or a 5. And the 5 of diamonds has been folded.
6-7 with the diamonds redraw.
Isaac
so rough.
in a crazy good spot.
Wow.
Two.
You had hearts?
King 10 hearts.
Running it twice.
And I think that's a spot where Peter just needs to think a little bit more.
We beat the record of biggest pot in Venetian Poker Live history.
Let's go.
By over 100,000.
Let's go.
Matt Berkey, move over. We got a new captain in town here.
It's not over, though.
It could be chopped. Okay, fair. I'll give you that. 259 was the previous biggest pot. Wasserson versus Berkey. Right now, running it twice. First one.
Oh my God! I thought that was 4 of clubs for a second.
First one goes to Isaac. He now on a free roll. River card. Queen of clubs. It's a scoop. Isaac wins the biggest pot in Venetian Poker Live history. $362,000. What a crazy, crazy hand.